welcome back to Talk Regulatory to Me, where we're your hosts. I'm Zora.
And I'm Axa.
And today we're going to talk about what is the difference between a innovative, generic, and biosimilar medicine. So they're terms that we kind of throw around here and there. So we thought it might be good just to have a short video on what the meaning of each of them is and what the difference is between them all. So Axa, what's a innovative medicine?
So this is where the pharmaceutical companies actually develop the drug themselves. So they've thought of the whole process, they've discovered the chemical compound or whatever it is that they've used to start off the starting material, I guess, and developed all the way through to the finished product. They'll then do the clinical trials on these products, they'll put them on stability, and they'll essentially start looking towards getting the launch team together to getting it onto the market. So it's a whole process. It's not something that happens overnight. These innovation products take years and years and years. So something that goes on the market today could be in development from, say, 20 years ago. So it's a real achievement when you get them onto the market. Equally speaking, not every product makes it past the phases. So some won't pass phase 1, some won't pass phase 2, and same with phase 3. And it hurts a little bit more when it gets to phase 3, right? Because you put so much money into developing these products and then they don't hit the market. But yeah, some innovator products, they tend to go by a branded name, right? Because it's the first time they're going onto the market. So they'll have a brand name, they'll market it as this amazing product coming through, and the marketing team will really go for it to engage patients and get the sales as well. So that's what an innovator product is. Can you tell me about generics?
Yes, so a generic basically is
copycat.
A copy of the innovative medicine. So a generic is a medicine that has the same pharmaceutical form, the same active substance, the same the route of the administration is the same, the strength is the same, and also the indication is exactly the same as the innovator. So we call it reference product as well. So it's originator, innovator, reference product. They all essentially mean the same thing. So that's what a generic is. It's something that is exactly the same, and the product information text is also exactly the same as the innovator. So yeah, I guess it's a copy, but it's not just as easy as saying, yeah, we're just gonna create a copy.
Think about Cocoa Pops
and the Aldi version or something.
Exactly.
But we need to prove that it's the same. Yeah. So when it comes to things like food, I don't know if Aldi would do a test to see if they, if somebody who's blindfolded can taste the difference.
Probably, because they've done these kind of tests where you see them on TV, right?
Yeah, but you can tell the difference. I'm sorry, but you can.
But they pretend.
Yeah.
Like Pepsi and Coke. How do you not know the difference between them?
You know the difference. They're not supposed to be copycats, but yeah.
Yeah, but some people are just like, oh, I can't
Which
tell.
one is it?
Yeah, it's like a blind taste test, right?
Yeah.
And which one's Coke and which one's Pepsi, and they're like, they taste very similar. They do not taste similar whatsoever.
But I guess the difference between something like that and a generic medicinal product is that you need to undergo like bioequivalence tests, and what that essentially is a clinical test to say or to prove that the effect of the generic product is the same or better than the original product. And without showing or proving bioequivalence, you're not able to market that product. You won't get approval. And there's so many other kind of comparative things that you need to do to be able to show, compare the two products and say, actually, they are quite similar. They have the same profile. They behave in a similar sort of way. Mm-hmm. So there's, it's not as easy as just, there's something there. Let's just copy it. It takes a long time to try and copy it as well and to get it right.
And you can't just release it whenever you want. So there's patents and there's trademarks on the innovator product. So it's only when those expire that the generic is then able to be launched onto the market, and it's very strategically planned to make sure that they're maximizing their profits as well
because they spend so much money in development, the innovatives. So I'm going to ask you, because you used to work for is it a company you work for now? Is generics? No, it's an innovative company, isn't it? And I work for a generics company.
I used to work.
And you used to work for a generics company, so I'm going to test your knowledge. So I'm going to give you an active substance name, and you need to tell me the innovator.
I'm scared.
Okay, don't be scared.
Can you give me an easy one?
Yes, but not the one that you're thinking.
Okay.
Because you're going to think I'm going to ask you what the innovator is for paracetamol. I'm not going to ask you that. I can read your mind. What is, so in some countries they have different names, I know them. So if you can give me one of the names, I'll be happy with that. What is the innovative or the originator product for amlodipine?
Oh, I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know that? Okay.
I should know that. I don't know that.
Okay.
Wait, let me think.
Think about it.
That's so bad.
No, you don't know? Okay.
Tell me.
It's called Norvasc or Istin. I think Istin is the UK and Ireland name.
I remember now.
Yeah. Okay, should I ask you another one? This is going to be an easy one, and I think even our viewers, even those people who aren't in the pharmaceutical industry, are going to get this one.
I mean, do you know what? Give me a break, because I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've worked on that drug product before, so why would I know?
Okay, so this is another one. It's probably a household name, so you're going to get it, and the viewers are going to get it as well. Ibuprofen.
Oh yes, Nurofen.
Okay, what's
Point one for me.
I'm trying to think of which other ones there are. Okay, I'm going to ask you. Paracetamol.
What? The brand
What's
name?
the brand name?
Panadol.
Yes. So I think, people come across generics every day in their life, and they are more prone to picking up the branded names.
Oh, I've got one.
Go on.
I remember when I used to work in the pharmacy. Well, it's not the actual branded name, but it was a company that manufactured it. So it was omeprazole, and Dr. Reddy's manufactured a specific brand of omeprazole. And I remember a patient came in screaming because we gave them the generic version of it, and they were like, "No, that version doesn't work. Only Dr. Reddy's works." And I don't know why that stuck with me, but we were just screaming in the back, "It's the same thing."
Yeah, I mean, it's the same, right? And I used to do this as well before I knew about generics. That I would go in and I would, only buy Nurofen. But now I go and get ibuprofen. They're so much cheaper, the generic versions. And when I was working at the pharmacy as well, I used to tell people, which one should I get? Which one should I get? They're both the same.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, the inactive ingredients, so the excipients, can be different because that's not a requirement for them to be the same. But the active substance and the amount of active substance is the same. And we have different legal bases. We can go into that. It can be a hybrid, it can be a generic application. But if it's a generic application, the strength is the same, the pharmaceutical form, the route of administration, like I said, it's all the same. And they've done the tests to show
the bioequivalence.
Yeah,
so I think it's just the snobbiness of consumers, because I do that as well.
I do that with food.
Yeah. But with food, you can tell the difference.
I'm a Heinz ketchup lover.
Me too. I can see if you give me any other branded ketchup, I'll know straight away.
Same.
And I won't eat it.
Same.
Because it's not nice.
My family know this. I eat ketchup with everything.
Me too. Yeah. Some people, I've got friends that hate ketchup. So one of my best friends,
my sister-in-law,
she does not like ketchup.
My sister-in-law doesn't touch ketchup.
So if it's on a plate, she will not wash that plate.
She won't pick it up from the table.
And my husband, he doesn't eat ketchup. And he won't eat off my plate if the ketchup's on it.
That's a bit extreme.
They're so weird. And I've got my best friend is the exact same. I knew another girl from school who was the same. Hi, Medea. If you're watching this. I remember they would hate ketchup, or they would cringe at the thought of it.
Yeah.
But then they'd eat mayonnaise, and I'm like, that's like what. I don't like mayonnaise.
Yeah, I wouldn't put mayonnaise on my plate, but I'd eat it if it was like in a burger.
Yeah, but it's not that bad, right? Whereas they're a bit dramatic.
Yeah.
But anyways. Food, I feel like I can tell. So I'm happy to be a snob with food.
Yeah.
Cosmetics, I do it with. I'm quite a branded person when it comes to cosmetics. I don't like going for the cheapy versions, but for a reason. Sometimes.
With medicines, I tend to pick up the generic version just because it's a bit
with
cheaper,
medicines, I'll go for generics any time of the day, because I know it's exactly the same. I think if you don't understand, or if you never worked on looking at the actual manufacturing process or the actual ingredients in it, then like some people you wouldn't know, because we're snobs when it comes to other things.
I guess it's because we don't know, right?
Yeah. So I kind of get it, but equally, like, save your money.
Yeah, but I think that
I shouldn't be saying that I work for a company.
But one thing, a time where it does make a difference is if someone is allergic to one of the excipients, and I think that's just something to take into consideration that the innovator has different, or might have it, not always, but the list of inactive ingredients or the excipients might be different. So a generic one, if you're picking up a generic, then make sure to look out. If you are allergic to anything, make sure to look out for those inactive ingredients to see if there is a difference before you do the switch. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any branded names now, and I'm going to ask you what the API is.
Oh God, okay, I'll try.
Oh.
Okay, sounds hard already.
It's the American one.
Okay.
Xanax.
It's a benzodiazepine.
Yeah.
Diazepam?
Is one of them.
Oh yeah, it's a benzodiazepine. Yeah, I know that.
Okay. What
It's called Xanax in the UK as well, I think, or in the EU.
Is it?
I think so.
Okay. Why can't I think of any branded products? Why is nothing coming into my head right now?
I can think of some.
Cool.
But I've already asked you the easy ones.
Yeah, but why? Like nothing. Like my head's blank right now. Like nothing's popping into my head.
It's okay. You can test me afterwards.
Yeah, I think I need to go do some reading.
Anyway, you can tell me what a...
Oh, what's tramadol?
Tramadol is the API.
Yes.
I don't know what the brand name is for that, but tramadol is the API.
Okay, let's stop this before I embarrass myself further.
So do you know what a biologic is?
Yeah, it's medication made up of living cells rather than a chemical compound.
Okay, yeah, because I guess medicinal products, like any other medicinal products, are chemicals.
Chemically composed. Yeah, chemical compounds. And then biologics are from living organisms. So can you tell me what biosimilars are?
So a biosimilar is a generic version of the biologics. So essentially,
so you've got innovator and generics, and then you've got biologics and biosimilars. And with biosimilars, they're quite complex as well. So one analogy is, think of making sourdough bread, right? You're going to be, the bread itself is not going to be exactly the same, but
each and every time,
yeah, but like it's bread, if that makes sense. So it's a very complex process, very difficult, and if you're very smart and brainy, maybe that's where you need to go. So those are the differences between innovators, generics, and biosimilars. If you want to know about medical devices and cosmetics, we've actually done another video on this, so go and refer back to that one. We'll put the link in the bio for that. So hope you've enjoyed learning about the differences, because I think sometimes we throw around these terms, and for somebody coming into regulatory, they might not actually understand what they are. So hope this has made, I think, everything a little bit more clearer. So yeah, thanks for joining us, and hope to see you guys on the next one. Just make sure that you are following us, liking us, sharing our content, commenting, subscribing, and following us on TikTok on our page, Talk Regulatory to Me. So hope to see you again on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.